high school football. The hits, the scores, complete coverage of the high school games that matter. This is Friday Night Blitz, sponsored by Bojangles.
Yes, good evening, everyone. I'm Jermaine Farrell, hoping your day is wonderful and blessed like butter. Let's go on the road, baby, with the latest edition of Friday Night Blitz. It is regional finals night tonight. We get the party starting in Class 2 and the Region 2C title game, the Appomattox County Raiders and the Power of One, winners of 4 of the last 5 state titles in Class 2, hosting the Glenver Highlanders. This is the 4th straight season the Highlanders and Raiders are met in the playoffs, Appomattox winning the previous meetings. Glenver entering this game coming off a last-second win over Dan River. So let's go to Bragg Stadium in Appomattox, running out hard, getting ready, and Glenver, they're ready as well. First quarter, Appomattox already up 6-0, and Jonathan Penix, he's going to take off half 150 yards for the score. Raiders go up 13-zip. Later on, the Raiders again, the ball, and this time it's going to be Jaquan Walker, who takes off from the 40. He's going to go 60 yards to the house for the touchdown. Raiders up 20-0. Second quarter, though, Glenver would respond. Aiden Wolk hooking up with Nicholas Woodson in the end zone. Yep, right there, touchdown. Highlanders down 20-7. On the ensuing kickoff, the Raiders, Keyshawn Baker, the candlestick maker, won't be stopped on this. He's going to take the rock, make a few moves, dance around, cutting through. The bigger the cuts, the bigger the rhymes. In fact, that's a touchdown. He's gone to the house. 27-7, Raiders up. Highlanders are bowing back. Walk, he is going to go to the air, and he's going to hook up with Jackson Swanson for the touchdown. Glenver down 27-14. We go to the third quarter, 3rd and 9. Trey Lawing, he's going to hook up with Jordan Scott through the air, the aerial attack. That's an air Raider attack with the touchdown. Appomattox up 34-14. Fourth quarter, Glenver still trying to hang in there. Kyle Hanks is going to plow his way in for the touchdown, 34-21, but this will be all Raiders. Penix, he's going to have the ball for Appomattox, and he's just going to run hard and get in for the score. Raiders, they advance to the state semifinals with a 48-20 win over Glenver. Ryan Boy has more on the game from Appomattox.
Well, whether it was through the air or on the ground here at Bragg Stadium, Appomattox County was able to find the end zone multiple times against Glenver tonight. But more importantly, they were able to offer the gift of winning to a very special coach.
It was Coach Smith's birthday, so we know we couldn't lose, and it's for the seniors. It's their last time playing on this field, so we just had to give it everything we got. We just kept fighting, you know. We knew we couldn't quit. I think they cut the lead to 14, you know, and defense, we made a couple great plays. I think Tez caught an interception. Shout out to him. Shout out to the D-line for getting pressure on the quarterback.
You know, Coach Smith, he's been a role model for our coaches, our players, our community, our school. So like I've told the kids, you know, we're not necessarily going to reflect on whether we won or lost the game. That's not always in your control. If the other team's better than you, outplays you, is what effort did we give. Glenver is a tough physical team. We jumped out on them, which is kind of typical for our kids. It was good to see our kids, like you said, in the fourth quarter kind of come back and bring some physicality to our offense to keep the ball moving.
Well, Glenver was able to battle back just a little bit in the third quarter, but the Raiders able to capitalize on some last-minute defensive plays. They end up coming up with the win. They beat the Highlanders 48-21, and they lived to play another day. Local in Appomattox County, Ryan Moy, WFXR Sports.
Thank you so much, Ryan. Let's go to the scoreboard in Region D. Appomattox, they're going to get Union as they nipped Central Wise 14-13. In the Region A, Pecocian rolling over Amelia 49-18. They'll play Stewart's Draft, as Stewart's Draft getting the win over Strasburg by the score of 20-13, so a big win right there. Meanwhile, on to the Class 5 ranks, we have the William Fleming Colonels. Last won and made it to a regional title game. You have to go back to the year 2003. That's a span of 18 years. That season, Fleming made it all the way to the old Group AA Division IV state title game. Tonight, the Colonels take on Mountain View. Mountain View going for the Road Star City sweep. As last week they won at Patrick Henry. Mountain View shut out William Fleming in the playoffs last season. So we go. First half, the game was scoreless, but the William Fleming band is always on point. They're never scoreless. So we go, the Wildcats, Ike Daniels, he's going to take off to the outside, and he's going to get a score. Mountain View takes a 7-0 lead, but the Colonels would fight back. Deshaun Lewis, a former Friday Night Blitz Player of the Week. He's got legs, and he knows how to use them. A 20-yard run. The next play, it's a Lewis on Lewis crime. Deshaun Lewis to Lewis English, my favorite subject, brings it down to the 3-yard line. Now, second down, and Deshaun Lewis is going to plow his way in for the touchdown. Tied at 7. Fleming, they advanced to the state semifinals with a close 21-19 win over Mountain View. They won by stopping a 2-point conversion late in the game. So if you'd like to see this game, Mountain View and William Fleming in its entirety, we have it for you with the student high school football playback Saturday afternoon, 4:30 on WWCW. This game will immediately follow the VMI Citadel game. Dave Ross and Steve Myers will be on the call of this broadcast, locally produced by Franklin County students. To the Class 5 scoreboard, William Fleming, they will host Stone Ridge as they rolled over Briarwood 49-7 in the state semifinals. Region 8, Deep Creek and Maury will play Saturday at 2. Highland Springs, they advanced to the state semifinals as Manchester got a COVID-19 case, so they will have that there. Next up, we check in on a high school football coach making the move from the court to the pulpit. This is Friday Night Blitz. And welcome back to Friday Night Blitz. We'll have more high school football playoff highlights in a few minutes. But first, at some point, most of us have had to make a career change for one reason or another. And for basketball coach Josh Cunningham, his change to his current job is connected to faith and a higher calling. For nearly a decade, Josh Cunningham was a high school basketball coach with 6 seasons at Roanoke Catholic and the past 4 seasons as head coach at his alma mater, William Byrd High School. Cunningham thought he would be a lifer at William Byrd, but divine intervention moved his path to hang up his whistle to become an administrative pastor at Vinton's Lighthouse Church, thanks to an offer from his senior pastor last August.
And he probably had to pick my jaw up off the floor when he asked me, because that's just, that's just not something that I had ever thought about or considered. But I was honored and humbled that he approached me about it.
It wasn't a slam dunk at first he would accept the new role. But after a month and a half of conversations with his wife, Melissa, seeking guidance from God and a live prayer, Cunningham says it was clear what direction the Lord wanted him to go.
At the end of the day, I wanted to be obedient to that call. I felt like coaching was a calling at one point, and I felt, this was my next chapter. I felt like the Lord was pulling me in this direction, so that's kind of what prompted it.
If you surrender your life to Jesus, it's not up to you anymore. It's up to him. He's going to do the heavy lifting. He's going to be the one making sure that you stay in line.
When it comes to making the transition from coach to pastor, Cunningham says it has had its challenges, especially preparing for his first sermon.
Bring it over. The choices are no longer yours. The power is no longer, the ball's not in your court anymore. It's
talking with our senior pastor, Pastor Jay, about that. I'd had some pregame talks about our guys about how, nervous is a good thing. It means it matters. Don't embrace the nerves. Don't fight them. And that Sunday morning, I felt myself having to replay those words in my own head, because it was nerve-wracking, your first time doing something along those lines. But it was good, man. The Lord led, and, I just did my best to be a vessel for that message that the Lord had laid on my heart, and it went well.
And good luck to Coach and Pastor Cunningham on the future endeavors. Now back to the highlights on the gridiron. The Region 40 title was on the line at Salem Stadium. The Salem Spartans hosting the George Washington Eagles. GW and Salem met last season in the regional finals. Salem got the win over the Eagles in that ball game. So let's go out to Salem Stadium where things are rocking. Yep, more band action. Love it when the band's out there. Pick up the action in the third. Salem up 21-14. And the Z-Man, Xavion Woods, going to break off something proper. A touchdown from 21 yards out, 28-14 Salem. To the fourth quarter, the George Washington Eagles from Danville, they still have some zest in them. Kobe Hairston running hard. Got it in there for the touchdown. And Salem is still up 28-21, but in the fourth quarter, it was Wood time. Let's go to Wood shop, Wood class. Xavion Wood running to the outside. The running game for Salem, the Mules blocking, doing it what they got to do. They got a touchdown in there, and Salem advances to the state semifinals, winning 35-21 over GW. Let's go to the Class 4 regional finals. So Salem will host Tuscarora as they beat Broadway 21-13. So Salem and Tuscarora next Saturday at Salem Stadium, state semifinals. Lake Taylor in Region A beating Churchland 28-18. King George over Monacan 28-21. So Lake Taylor will host King George in the state semifinals next Saturday. Meanwhile, let's go to Region 1 seed in the finals there. It is about the unbeaten 7-0 Galax hosting 7-0 Narrows. Now, Galax has had the best of Narrows over the years, including last season when they won 55-0 over Narrows in the playoffs. Let's go to Galax, and there's the score in the first quarter. It is 7-0 in favor of the home team, Galax, and Galax would get something going here. How about Javante Reeves running hard, 10-yard touchdown, 14-0 Maroon Tide. Then Narrows, quarterback Reed Bowman. This is quarterback on quarterback crime. Going deep, Cole Pickett. He's a corner and a quarterback. Gets the pick, doing it right there. And then how about Cole Pickett? More arm action is going to hook up with Keaton Beeman for the first down. And then Galax, Cole Pickett, he's going to run it in and got the touchdown. He deserved it there. Galax wins in a shutout over Narrows, 21-0. Let's go to the Class 1 scoreboard. We see in Region E, Galax will host, or actually Galax will visit Holston for the Class 2 regional semifinals. Holston, they advanced due to COVID issues with Jai Burton. And in Region A, West Point over King and Queen, 34-28. And Riverheads, they win their 19th straight playoff game, beating Central Lunenburg 56-8. Riverheads will visit West Point next Saturday in the state semifinals. Coming up next on Friday Night Blitz, David de Guzman. He's going to hook us up with some Game of the Week action, as it was a battle in the Hill City between Heritage and LCA. Stick and stay, please.
And now, the Friday Night Blitz Game of the Week, sponsored by Don Hudson Insurance.
And our Game of the Week takes us to Williams Stadium in Lynchburg, where the Liberty Christian Academy Bulldogs hosting the Heritage Pioneers. Heritage going for their 4th straight regional title, while LCA has been on fire. After an opening season loss to Brookville, they have won 5 in a row. So let's go to Williams Stadium, the place to be. And there's Brad Bradley. He knows what it takes to make deep runs. First quarter, the Pioneers, they were up 7-6, but LCA would come back. Davis Lane rolling out, hooking up with his tight end, Connor Hill. Big Hill, touchdown. Bulldogs take a 13-7 lead. Same quarter, though, second quarter, same score. How about Cameron Burns for Heritage? Coming back from injury, he's looking to throw, but he fumbles the ball, and the LCA defense gets the recovery. That would lead to this field goal from LCA. Bulldogs take a 16-7 lead into recess. Third quarter, though, same score. Cameron Burns, who's going to recover here. He's going to hook up with Keyshawn Hubbard, making moves. Going to get it into the zone. Touchdown. And the Pioneers are down 16-14, but later in the third quarter, after recovering a fumble, LCA looking to extend the lead. Cade Wyckoff, C-Dub, gets it into the zone. LCA takes a 23-14 lead, and LCA, they knock off Heritage, should advance to the state semifinals. David Guzman gives us the 4-1-1 from Williams Stadium in Lynchburg.
You're looking at the scenes of a championship celebration here in Lynchburg at Williams Stadium. Heritage got within 2 points of the LCA Bulldogs before they were able to pull away. Davis Lane, the quarterback, Jefferson Forest transfer, was able to score the final touchdown for LCA to cement the victory and send the Bulldogs to the state semifinals.
He gives us something that you know, just creates tough situations into big plays that the average guy can't do, you know, and he's really been improving week in and week out. Our kids, we're warriors. They just keep competing, and I'm so proud of them, so proud. I said at the very beginning of the year that this was going to be the best year in the history of LCA athletics. Our basketball team won a region championship. Now our football team's won a region championship. And my gut feeling is we may win something in the spring, too.
Let's go. Head coach Frank Rocco saying there is something special happening with athletics at Liberty Christian Academy after taking down the 3-time Region 3 seed champions Heritage. Davis Lane, the quarterback, he already has a state title of his own in indoor track in the 55-meter dash. And now he's put his team in position to win a state title in football, just 2 wins away. Local in Lynchburg for Friday Night Blitz, David de Guzman, WFXR Sports.
Thank you so much, David. To Daleville, where Liberty Christian gets the winner of this Region 3D final between Lord Bata and Abingdon. Abingdon is LB head coach Jamie Harlett's alma mater. The Cavaliers strike first on this one. Dylan Wade powering his way in for the touchdown. 7-0 Lord Bata. Jumping to the third, Lord Bata adding to a 9-point lead. Guess who? D-Dub, Dylan Wade gets it again. Hard running by the running back. Cavaliers up 19-0, but Abingdon would make things interesting through the fourth. Martin Lucas is going to get The Falcons on the board with a 4-yard score with a 2-point conversion. It's 19-8, but Lord Bottat's going to give the dagger, courtesy of Jakari, nicely, and he's very nice. So nice I had to say his name twice. Got the touchdown. Lord Bottat advancing to the state semifinals. 26-8 winners over Abington. They'll host Liberty Christian in the state semifinals. That'll be next Saturday. Meanwhile, in Class 3 regionals, Region A, Lafayette winning over Phoebus 29-8, and Independence winning over Goochland 27-17. So those two teams will meet up. Coming up on Friday Night Blitz, it's Player of the Week time. We have our latest edition of that. Stick and stay, please.
It's time for the Friday Night Blitz Player of the Week, sponsored by Tater Benson of MKB Realtors.
And welcome back to Friday Night Blitz. Tonight's Player of the Week is from Liberty Christian Academy. Junior quarterback Davis Lane has played a key role in the Bulldogs making their run to the playoffs. He has been doing it with his legs and his arm during the winning streak. And LCA started off the season with a tough loss to Brookville, but after that game, they turned it around doing an unexpected break.
Our first game, it absolutely wasn't our best game. We made many mistakes, and we all feel that if we didn't make those mistakes, it would have been a different outcome of the game for sure. But after that, we were originally scheduled to play Jefferson Forest, but they had COVID cases, so that got canceled. So we had basically had a week where we just went back to square one and just got all our stuff together, back to the basics, and we just really just came together as a team. And that's that. Without that, I don't think we would be where we are right now, to be honest.
You've been playing splendid quarterback play this year. You guys have been killing it, especially you have. Where do you get all that knowledge? I mean, you pretty much run the ball well, but you throw the ball well. You're a dual threat. That's what they call you. Where did all that goodness come from?
I would for sure say it's all came from Coach Rocco and Coach Mike Rocco. They've shown me just about everything I've learned. I've grown so much as a player since I've come here, and I'm just super excited to be here.
When you look at the quarterback position, you are considered the leader. What does it take to be a good quarterback and a good leader on a team?
I would say, to lead by example. You can say all you want, like talking, but if you're not, working hard, showing everybody, that you're the hardest worker in the room, then they're not going to follow you, So I feel just to lead by example is the best way for me to lead.
What are some of the things you like doing, on your spare time, things, away from football?
Okay. So I love fishing. I'm a big fisherman. So, yes, sir.
What's the biggest fish you ever caught? What's the biggest fish you ever caught?
I've caught some pretty big bass out of my pond in my neighborhood, so that's a good time. There's nothing like fishing, That's so much fun, especially when you're catching it.
You got a pond?
Yes, sir. In my neighborhood, we have a little pond I go to,
I just want to say congratulations on getting the WFXR Friday Night Blitz Player of the Week. We got some stuff coming your way. We got a shirt and a certificate, so be looking out for that because we're going to hook it up. That's how we roll.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much.
And congratulations to, of course, Davis Lane getting our Player of the Week honor. So tonight, what a big win. William Fleming, Salem, Lord Bottat, LCA, Galax, and Appomattox County moving to the state semifinals, and we'll have a preview of that next week on Friday Night Blitz. Well, that does it for this edition of Friday Night Blitz. For all the news, weather, and sports, check out everything on WFXRTV.com. So, again, congratulations to all of our local teams advancing to the state semifinals. I'm Jermaine Farrell. Hope all of your teams are winners. Have a wonderful and blessed night and weekend, everybody.